Good morning, Magic Muskrats. Risen Dragon here with a redo of a deck that I did a deck tech for yesterday. There were some sound issues, like there was like a major echo going on, and I didn't like it. So we're gonna do this one again. We're gonna give it another shot. So this is a Boros Aggro deck. And it is centered around Dwarves and Spirits. So it is somewhat of a tribal deck, but also at the same time it's got a ton of synergy and it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. So let's actually go through the deck and have a look. All right. So first one we're going to look at, let's go to our 1-drops. Staunch Shieldmate. You might be saying, what's this guy doing in the deck? Okay, put it this way. He's a 1/3 1-drop, and he's going to play into a bunch of other cards that you're going to see, but mainly Magda as we move forward. But even still, a 1/3 1-drop on turn 1, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Usher the Fallen is also our next 1-drop. Boast is actually a pretty cool dynamic, and I'm going to explain why. If you're land flooded to begin with, and you've got, say Usher of the Fallen, or say a Fearless Liberator, and you don't have really any spells to cast, well, you just attack with the Usher of the Fallen or the Fearless Liberator, and you can, excuse me one moment, and you can create tokens, and that widens our board quite a bit. So this deck has a bunch of neat synergies to it that I just think are really cool. Speaking of neat synergies, we've got, by my calculations, let's do maths. I am an ELA teacher and a history teacher, but I can do maths. We have by my count, 19 2-drops. You add that with our 8 1-drops, that's 27 1 or 2-drops, and it fits really nice with this card right here, Clarion Spirit. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 Spirit creature token with flying. Just an amazing card. Okay, but it does lead to a drawback, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. So we've already done the Fearless Liberator. Magda Brazen Outlaw. If you've got, say, your Shieldmate, you've got your Fearless Liberator, you even have Rimrock Knight, which is a dwarf, you can do some serious damage very early on. Because what Magda does is other dwarves you control get +1/+0. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. So she can ramp into some stuff. Now, if you sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. Now we are running 2 dragons. We are running Terror of the Peaks. And the reason that we run Terror of the Peaks and say not a Goldspan dragon is because of the fact that Terror of the Peaks, it costs life for them to target the card. It costs 3 life for them for our opponents to do that. Pardon my cat as she chews on some cardboard. Anyways, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. So if we've got a bunch of different cards on the board that are pumping out tokens and all that, Terror of the Peaks is actually a really terrifying card. And I have got this down on turn 3 before. I think what happened was I had a Shieldmate, I had Magda, and then at the end of my 3rd turn, luckily we didn't get any board wipes or anything like that, but we were able to get a Terror of the Peaks down on turn 3. Okay, so a few of our other cards here. Basri's Solidarity, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, just pumps our creatures up. Same goes with Rally the Ranks. You choose a creature type. Because we are running a tribal deck, Dwarves and Spirits, there's 1 for each. All right. Also, too, we're going to get a little techie here. Skyclave Apparition. This is a really good card. I was looking on Aether Hub, and it's something like a $25 rare. I mean, it is a really boss card, though. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with mana value 4 or less. So when Skyclave Apparition leaves, yes, the owner does create an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the mana value of the exiled creature card. So they might get a beefy 4/4 illusion, but at least they don't have, say, something like a say a Calamity Bearer or a other boss card. They don't have access to that anymore, so it's actually pretty good. Also, Venerable Warsinger is kind of cool because whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it's got Vigilance, it's got Trample, it does not have Haste. You may return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage Venerable Warsinger dealt to that player. So if we come up against some mass removal, we can just bounce cards back onto the battlefield. Speaking of which, we are running one of Hopefree Ghost Forge. Spirits you control get +1/+1 and have Trample and Haste. So whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types. And it has, when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to your graveyard. So it can pump up some creatures, and it also can bring stuff back. So sideboard, we are running a few techie cards here. Light of Hope is kind of cool. You gain 4 life, destroy target enchantment, put a +1/+1, any one of those. And because of the fact that we do run up against a lot of enchantments, I have been seeing a lot of enchantment builds lately, especially when it comes to the Azorius guild and stuff. People using a lot of Theros decks. It actually does come quite in handy. Glass Casket, kind of the same deal. We're not running a ton of removal in this particular build. It's just I'm trying to make it low to the ground, go wide before I go spot removal. So I don't think that's a thing, but whatever. But anyways, in best of 3, this is actually a pretty good card to have. Same with Scorching Dragonfire, same with Storm's Wrath, also Strict Proctor. This could be a main card, a main deck card, and in fact I have swapped it in for, I think I've traded out a few of the Liberators for this. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, that counter that ability unless it's controller piece too. It's actually really kind of shuts down any rogue deck that mills you. Banishing Light also as well. That doesn't, anything that doesn't take care of Glass Casket or the Glass Casket or Light of Hope doesn't take care of. So that's the deck. Hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. For those of you that are new to my videos, we do a best of 3. Or no, I'm sorry, we do a best of 1 matchup first, and then we do a best of 3 match. So I hope you kids enjoy, and I'll see you on the flip side. And we're up against Ivan Volkov. And we are going to go first, because this is actually a pretty good card. Pretty good deck. Pretty good hand. Can't talk. It's all good. Stunned Shieldmate goes down first. Alright, well, let's do this. We don't have anything really working with us this time around, but let's see what happens. This could very well be a sacrifice deck. Could very well be. Yeah. Alright, well, environmental sciences, so sure, I'll block you any day of the week. I like that. Phyllis Liberator. Liberate your mind. Alright, here we go. Environmental sciences, they're going to gain some life. Infernal Scarring. Ooh, that's a fun card. Yeah, no blocks. We're okay with that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We are going to put down a Mountain. We're going to put down a Rimrock Knight. We're going to do Boros Solidarity. And we're going to swing in for 5. Now, granted, the Rimrock Knight can't block, but we do have another Boros Solidarity in hand. That's an interesting combo right there. So they're trying to figure out... Oh, okay, well, that goes bye-bye. All good. I'm wondering if we do the Ghost Forge next. Okay, so... Ooh, we can get it down. Nice. Alright, nice. So, let's do this. Ghost Forge. They are mana starved. I don't want to say mana screwed. Now, they are going to gain life with the Serrated Scorpion. However, we are going to get the Rimrock Knight back. And they draw a card. That's okay. And then we get it back. Yeah, so cool stuff. This could... They need to play their environmental sciences. They have to play that. There's no other way around it. They've got to play it. They've got to get the life. And they got to get the... okay, they may not have removal. Let's see what happens here. Because this is... Yeah, they may not be well for the world. Alright, oh boy, here we go. We're gonna go boss. Maybe. See. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, I misread that. I thought they put down their forest. My bad. So, I think what they're going to do here is probably play... we do that. Asri Solidarity. Dwarves and Spirits. This is going to get out of hand. And again, if they try to remove us, it just comes back with the Ghost Forge. Oh my, we're going to swing... Wow. I think we just killed them. Maybe. Yes! Haha! We got him! Woohoo! Nice! That's kind of one of those, alright, well, did we just do what we said we would do? Cool. And we are in our best of 3 matchup. Looks like we are against a Japanese opponent. That certainly would be indicative of the language I see there. If someone can help me out with the translation, I would greatly appreciate. And speaking of appreciate, we can appreciate the fact that we... let's do this. Let's do Fearless Liberator. Wonder what we're up against. Golgari. Witherbloom. Ooh! Are we up against a Witherbloom deck? Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Magda, swing in, creating a token. Yeah, not quite turn 4. Alright, a turn 4 Terror of the Peaks is kind of fun. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna pay to bump up those kiddos, because what we'll do next, if they don't have mass removal, is we'll swing in. If they don't remove our Magda, your first Iroan Games. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm okay with taking damage or not. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna swing in with the Magda and the Fearless Liberator. They can block. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Because now what we do is we throw down our Terror of the Peaks. We throw down our Usher of the Fallen. We ping this kid, and they don't get to bump their creatures up. So, woohoo! Small win. Yes, maybe. I'm thinking, though, that mass removal is on its way. There it is. They're going to have to pay 3 life, but sure, go for it. Take out my Terror of the Peaks. You just scoop instead. Okay, let's see how the next game goes. Do I go with whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger? So does that mean the, You know what? I think... What do I want to do? I'm not a huge fan of them playing sagas, but let's just keep it where it is and let's see what they do. This could be... It seems like they may have a sacrificial build going, but we'll see what happens. Very land heavy, but I'm going to take it. And reason being is... Get it. Okay, this may be... This may backfire. This may backfire. Sure, that works. So... Can't really do much as far as that's concerned. We do the Staunch Shield Knight. We won't attack. We're okay. May regret keeping that, but I think we're gonna be foretold. I'm not gonna block because those sort of things make me real nervous. Alright, we're just gonna go big, I think. Let's go that. We'll ping you for 1. I'm guessing Battle Mammoth, maybe? For this Foretold card? Or Poison the Cup? Who knows? Binding the Old Gods. Well, now I'm regretting putting in that, not putting in Light of Hope. Regretting that considerably. However, I don't need to do that. So we're just gonna go Rimrock Knight. Fearless Liberator. Let's do that. So let's see. What could they have here? I think no matter what, we're gonna keep this video, I think, no matter what. So they ramp, and they ramp. I'm guessing, again, Battle Mammoth, maybe? Return of the Wild Speaker. Interesting. It's kind of a funky deck. Kind of like that. So, yes, creatures. Alright, this is a little... not cool. Okay, yeah, now we get flooded, which is always fun. But we can boast with our Liberator. So he just blocks there. We're going to create a Dwarf. And we'll see what happens. So death-touchy creatures. Fun stuff. Vorinclex, Tigrid. Okay, that's no fun. However, we can do this. We can put down Magda. Okay, we can boast. Can't take out the Turgid, but what we can do is in theory, we can ramp into something, but whenever he's non-token permanent, poison the cup, so, alright, all good. We can ramp into something pretty big if we draw into our requisite lands, which more than likely, given the way this game has gone, probably not the greatest, but Turgid, if they decide that that's... ooh, okay. You're fun. Not. Another Liberator. Don't mind the dog. My wife's just coming back in. No attacks. But now if they decide that we're going to take down... if he wants to come in with Turgid... oh, jeez, another Vengeful Reaper. Well then, that's no fun. But... Basri Solidarity. Woohoo. So, he can put down the Fabled Passage. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. And we'll just put down the mountain, and we'll do Basri Solidarity. So now they get... there are some threats here that they've got to respond to, I think. I think we swing in with the I think we go all out, maybe? Because, again, with the Liberator, what we can do is... boast. And build up our board, and this is actually not a bad deal. So he's going to have to block the Shieldmate with the Turgid if they don't want to lose the Reapers. Interesting. Alright, so that looks like that's what they're doing. They're going to take 3, no matter what. So, you'll see... alright, yeah, now they realize that's not the best idea. Sure, so there we go. So, this is an uphill battle, but I think we could be okay. We don't have any permanents on the battlefield, so it kind of shuts down Turgid. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It looks like they may have some spot removal or some form of removal here. Well, we can't do that. Because 4 less. No, we can't do it. I just think we swing in. Just get them to a place where certain things are not too good. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is that. Now, unfortunately, they're in the big boy territory. Rabid Bite. What were you afraid of, my token? Really? You have Menace. I mean, if you just wanna... Whoops. Well. That sort of worked against them, I think, but... Alright, I think we're dead. So, let's go into game 3. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do... Take out this, put this in. Banishing Light, get a little bit of control here, and we'll see what happens. Never mind the dog. I think we keep. So what we do here is we put down a Plains, we'll put down the Needle Verge pathway, put down our Clarion Spirits. Yeah, that can work. We just need another... Yeah, we do that. Venerable Warsinger is interesting. We haven't seen that in play yet. They're going to remove the Clarion Spirit, and I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. Okay. Alright, so there's a Foretold. Oh, okay, we can do something big here. We can do Clarion Spirit, and then we're going to do Usher of the Fallen. Gonna get some Flying Spirits. We're going big already. I'm liking this. I think getting Venerable Warsinger down is going to be an interesting play. Although, they again, with such big targets, I have to wonder... Okay, they're foretelling again. Ooh, okay, this is going to get fun. Let's do the Warsinger. I'm going to swing. We are going to Boulder Rush. Boulder Rush on the Clarion Spirit. Alright, we've got a wide board. Now, if they've got mass removal, then I'm going to be a very sad panda. We are in that territory, so let's see what happens. See what they do. Why the Warsinger? I mean, okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to tell you no, but they're dead no matter what. Okay, Vengeful Reaper. Yeah, they're dead no matter what, because now... No, they're not dead. Dang, nabbit. Maybe. We'll see. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this down. And we're going to do this just so we can get another spirit in. Oh, yeah, they are dead! I misread the card! Oh, there we go. Alright. So that'll get us there. So close to Silver. So close to Silver 2. Okay, so we are going to do a post-mortem from this deck. As you saw in both of those matches, this deck can go wide fast, and it does not respond well to mass removal, but it is fairly resilient when it comes to spot removal. And also, too, I think the flexibility of having a few of these, situational cards makes this a good best of 3 deck. Certainly, it's a great best of 1 deck as well, but after playing this in a best of 3 against, granted, some of the decks we were up against were kind of suboptimal, in my opinion, but I think that the whole thing of just having the flexibility for a best of 3. It's certainly a very aggressive, creative kind of build, I think. And I think that, certainly I don't think it's an improvement on Dr. Spillikin's build, but I still think it's a fun build. So in any case, I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the matches. Pardon my dog. But if you like this, leave a subscribe, hit the like button, and as always, friends, may all your spells hit the board and may all your draws be godlike. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy your day.